Ooh. Hey everybody, what's up? Well, I kind of feel like Goldilocks. Sometimes it's a little too hot, sometimes it's a little too cold, but today might be a good day. Might be just perfect. We came to northern Utah because southern Utah was getting too warm already, but I might have jumped the gun and came a little bit too far north. The mountains still have a ton of snow on them, but I'm in northern Utah, just west of Provo, right on the Pony Express Trail at a popular recreation area. This is FiveMilepass. And FiveMilepass isn't just a recreational area, this is an old mining area too. So that's what I want to do. I want to drive around here and find hopefully some old mine shafts, maybe even an ore bin or something that I've never seen before. I've only been here a few times, so I don't really know my way around. We're just going to be driving as much as we can around this area and finding as much as we can. I came up on top of this hill thinking there might be a mine shaft up here, but nothing so far. So we'll head over that way, look on the tops of those hills, because I remember one of these hills around here had a big mine shaft on it. And then we'll explore further from there. So you can take the Pony Express Trail all the way from here, out past Dugway, over to Wendover, or if you're feeling really adventurous, you can go out into the West Desert, hang a left, and make it down to Delta. There are tons of trails to explore in the West Deserts of Utah. You can camp at this recreational area. I think it's your normal 14-day limit, so you could stay up here 14 days and just ride till you look like a piece of dirt. But let's go check out these hills. We'll see if we can find some old mining activity. And hopefully we do. Okay, negative on that peak. We'll go to the next one. Okay, well there's our first reminder. Not all roads are passable. Be careful. Don't drive off an edge you don't want to drive off of. Well, we made it, but there's nothing up here, so we'll keep looking. We gotta find it somewhere. Well, obviously they were mining right here, but it's just an open pit mine. Nothing to see here, folks. I think I'm about as far east as you can go in 5-Mile-Pass. We came from clear over there, so now I gotta head back that way and we'll keep looking. Let's do it. Well, I think I've crisscrossed most of the eastern part of 5-Mile-Pass. Now we're about in the center. I know there's a couple mine shafts around here that they have covered up with some bars, so I'm trying to find them. There's a couple peaks we'll go look at, because I remember it being on top of a little hill, but I don't remember which hill. So off to the next one. Okay, I think I figured out what's going on. Right here is a newly blocked off area. I think they've started mining here again. And I think this is where two of the mine shafts were. But obviously there's still some metal down there that they want. No recreation allowed. So we'll keep looking. I know there's some more stuff around here. We just gotta find it. Yeah, they've turned it into an open pit mine. Sort of like the Kennecott copper mine, whatever it's called now. Simplot, I'm not sure. We'll go around. All right, I found the other mining area. Now I just need to get to it. It's down in this canyon. I don't know if I trust this road, so I'm gonna go around and see if I can find a safer way down. Check out that view. Coyote! See if we can catch him. There he goes. Okay, back to what we're doing. Holy cow, I finally found one. Here's a mine shaft that could swallow a vehicle. Ooh. Dang. Wow. We better get a rock to satisfy my little monkey brain. Drop a rock down there. Okay, rocks are a little slim picking right here, but I found a couple. Let's go out there and see how deep we think this is. That went a long ways. Well, cool. I think there's another one up there. We'll go check. Okay, this is more like what I remember. We got a big mine shaft here and another one right next to it. This one goes at an angle. This one looks like it goes straight down. There's an old rock footing here, probably where they used to have their hoist. I would guess, I don't know for sure. It's kind of weird though, it's at the wrong angle I think it should be for a hoist. So who knows what it was for sure. A little bit more concrete down there. Let me go find my rocks. We'll throw some more rocks down there. Okay, so I guess we'll throw one down the angled shaft first. I don't know how far it'll actually make it. That went for a while. So that one's pretty deep. I imagine these two are tied together somewhere down there. Doesn't sound as deep as I thought it was. At least a good 100 feet. Maybe more. There's a pretty good sized tailings pile. Well, let's keep going up the mountain, see if we can find anything else. I think this is the furthest I've driven up here before, but I can't remember for sure. It was a long time ago. Well, we got some pretty clouds. Maybe I better hang out for a minute and I'll do a time lapse. This is a pretty good spot to get a nice time lapse. We'll see what these crazy clouds are doing. I was just noticing there's some big bolts down in some really old concrete there. Those are the original bolts that held up some timbers. Because there had to have been a head frame here. And a hoist. Don't fall down. We got a little mine shaft under this tree. Oh, that's a nice one. It angles right down there. Try that again. Man, what is it with helicopters lately? You ever get that feeling you're being watched? Well, cool, I made it to the top pretty much. Merker is right over there. I didn't expect to be able to see Merker from 5 Mile Pass. And then Jacob City is right behind it on that other mountain. But let's head back down. I seen another mine shaft. I almost think it's the one I was looking for. So we better hurry and go check that out before we get out of here. Ooh. Wow, that was deep. Yeah, that's a deep one. Now I don't know which way to go. Should I try and turn around or just walk across the hole? I don't think I dare walk across the hole. I'm close enough. So if you're looking for a place to come ride in the winter time, the spring and the fall, and the summertime, this is an awesome place. There's some crazy mine shafts to look at. I still didn't find that one I wanted to see. I think they closed it, took it away, because you could look down inside and there was a Jeep frame, well, a whole Jeep parked in there. Oh, we got another helicopter. That one is military. That looks like a Black Hawk. But we are next to a couple of military bases, so it doesn't surprise me. Oh, looks like he's turning. Hopefully he'll come back and drop lower maybe. Because there's an army base over there, and then we got Dugway and the Tooele Army Depot over that direction. It doesn't look like he's turning around though. Don't leave yet. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment. Or take it a step further and push the join button and become a member and get your name on this list. But regardless, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And don't forget, if you can, take the long way home. But it's time for me to get out of here. I hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.